update videos are not fun usually. So we're in a chicken suit today, and man, is this hot. I am very warm right now. But we've got a couple major updates for the game, and a couple more major updates coming here soon. We released our game, The Forbidden Flask, on Steam last week, and we got a lot of feedback from different players. So we want to take that feedback serious. We want our game to be fun. If there's a problem 80% of people are having, we're going to change it. We got 3 new songs in the game. These are songs were already made, but those have now been implemented. The theme for the medium tavern, the theme for the large tavern, and the pirate event theme. Those 3 are now in the live build on Steam. So go listen to those songs. Those songs are really good. We are super happy with our OST and price tags to display the cost of character upgrades in the compendium. So as you can see here, this is our compendium in our game. This is where you can unlock new characters, you can upgrade characters, purchase characters with rep. So we had the rep purchases, that's like this one right here. We had this in the game already, but players were confused and didn't know that they could actually upgrade the characters in their book, which makes the game significantly better when you can upgrade and fine-tune things. So we added these new gold tags, as you can see on these guys right here. Let's purchase it for the nun. So we'll just hit upgrade. Boom. It spent 600 gold, and now the nun has a blue border, signifying that it has been upgraded to level 2. There's a level beyond that. You can see my plague doctor here with the gold border. So it's more clear that you can upgrade characters now. There was also a couple major changes to the game. Basically, our game has 2 ways that you can die. You can go bankrupt by not having enough money to pay your taxes, or you can run out of hearts. Now, what would happen is the guards would catch people delivering potions. They would confiscate all the money for that day. The day would end, and then they would go bankrupt due to the taxes. Because all that money was confiscated, they wouldn't have enough to pay their taxes. So we have changed the core game loop just a little bit, and it feels way better now. It actually feels way better. So getting busted by the guards no longer ends the current day unless you are on your last heart. If you get busted, you get caught serving an illegal potion on your last heart, then you just get arrested, which is what should happen. Otherwise, as long as you're not on your last life, getting busted for delivering an illegal potion doesn't end your current day. They confiscate the money that you had earned so far, and you lose a heart. So now you have potentially half of the day left to make enough money to buy an upgrade, and the run is still winnable. So the heart system feels better now, and there's upgrades that have to do with the heart system, so those upgrades now feel more impactful as well. So this is a really good change. We're happy that we've made this change. The game feels way better with this. The second big change we have made is that we have adjusted the layout for the medium tavern. So before, it kind of went from a small tavern, which, here, I'll draw this out in paint. So you have the small tavern, which is about like this. This is like the small tavern. Now there's 3 taverns in our game: small, medium, and large. Play in the small tavern feels really good. That is the one that we play tested the most. When you beat the small tavern, you are brought to the medium tavern, which takes up this entire thing. So it adds on like a whole, like 60% more to your tavern. So players felt like there was a massive jump from small to medium, and there is. We, as makers of a game, you're blind to little things because you're the ones who made it. But not only was it's so large that it was overwhelming, but also there was a huge increase in seats. So the maximum amount of customers that you can fit in a tavern is based on how many chairs that tavern has. So how many seats there are determines the max amount of customers. Now, what we had before was we had 8 seats in the small tavern, 14 seats in the medium tavern, and then 16 seats in the large. So going from the small to the medium tavern added 6 more customers, up from 8. So it was almost a double in the amount of customers that could fill into your tavern, and then going to the large was 16. So that's just a step up of 2. Our reasoning there in the development process was once you hit a certain amount of max customers, you can only serve one person at a time. So there was a diminishing return to how good that was, how beneficial that was. So we have other new aspects brought into the large tavern that aren't in the previous 2. And we were like, okay, we're not scaling up chairs anymore. They get these new things. That's what makes the large tavern special. But it feels bad having that large of an increase. So what we've done is we have squished the medium tavern a little bit. We've brought the left side in and the right side in, reducing the amount of horizontal space that the tavern takes up. It feels a little bit less like left-right simulator now, more like just a good natural progression. So the size of the tavern is a little bit smaller, and we've also taken away one of the tables and done some rearranging there. So now instead of going 8 seats in the small tavern, 14 in the medium, and then 16 in the large, we go 8 seats in the small, 12 in the medium, and 16 in the large. So it goes up by 4 each step, each tavern upgrade, which feels a lot better. The game feel is better, and we hope that the players also feel like it is an improvement. Ugh. Closing thoughts here. Added 3 new songs. Made it more clear that you can upgrade characters in the compendium. We fixed the game loop so it's not as harsh and game ending when you get busted. And it makes the health system matter more. And we have adjusted the layout of the medium tavern so that you're running around a little bit less. It feels more like a general progression from the small tavern. It feels better to move around in. And it feels like less of a huge step up. So game feel is way better. We are building out a system right now for the next content update. It'll be out in about a week and a half, and this will add overall upgrades in your game where you can increase player move speed, you can increase customer wait time, how long they sit in the chair and wait for an order. You can also increase the amount of rerolls you get on the upgrade screen. There's several other things. I don't want to give it all away right now. That update will be out in about a week and a half. I wanted to get on here on Halloween in my chicken suit to show you guys the changes that we've made, to show you guys that we are committing to answering player feedback, caring about player feedback. We want to love the games that we build, love the things that we make, and we want the people that will play those things, see those things, to also love them. So whenever we get a bunch of players coming to us, be it in our Discord, our Steam community, YouTube comments, anything like that, going, oh, we don't like this feature, we want to poll the community. If the majority of the community doesn't like it, we're going to take some serious time going back to the drawing board and figuring out a way to redo the system or remake the thing so that players like it. We genuinely care about player feedback. We want people to like our things. So yeah, that's it. Happy Halloween. Thanks for listening to me talk about our game update. We're going to do a video for the next couple updates we do for this game. Yeah, stay tuned. Join the Discord. Try our game on Steam. We're pretty proud of it. And we'll see you next time. Bye.